Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to this week's video, and it is part 2 and 3 of the tag spring cleaning with Rachelle. The last one that I did was about the inner part, and so this week I want to do looking at the things I want to go through. It's really difficult because things have attachments to them, like I was talking in my last video about labels. You label things in your mind and you think, oh, I can't let that go. And then I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that are important to Seidr practice around this time of the year. So let's get into it. Let's go see what a mess everything is. There's a pot, I don't know if you can see that, it's brass. This was given to me by my, hang on, was it this one? No, I don't think it was actually, no. Oh my goodness. This is my medicine bag in Seidr. Like in shamanism, we have a medicine type bag which holds all sorts of things in it, and it's for medicine, for things that help with our medicines and stuff, so it's really cool. So I keep that safe. So let's put that here. And this is a very old, it's not my thamey, but it's my working knife. So I'm going to put that there. And oh, this was the little bowl. Yeah, oh, in fact it's still got a stone and a thing in it. This was given to me by my high priest at one stage. He got it from abroad, and it's actually silver. It's gone very tarnished, and I really need to be looking after this stuff a little bit more. You know, life gets busy, guys. Oh, my wand. It's very thin. I like a thin wand. Something that is an extension of your will. It literally is. That's all a wand is. Guys, you merge with the wood like your staff, and then when you're going to be doing stuff, if it's something you really feel that you want to enhance that energy, you put a little crystal at the end, and when that energy comes through, it enhances it. So then you point it and do your worst. But yeah, I don't really use my wand much these days. This practice of Seidr, it's very inward work, and it's not like what I used to do. Here's my pentagram, or my pentacle should I say. And again, it's okay to use in the things I used to do in the occult, but Seidr is different. So yeah, a lot of this stuff, really. And this is one of the leaf incense holders that I made. There's a video on it which I'll put the link to how to make one. And here's my scourge, and that's the scourge that I used to use in the Alexandrian tradition. When you're a high priestess, you scourge in ritual, not yourself, others. But that's another story. So people think, oh, that's a bit risque. And the brilliant thing, I don't know if any of you have got these, guys, but that's what you put candles out with. And when you've got big altars like what we had in the coven, we used to have very tall candles very high up, so we used to go like that and put them out. It was the best thing. Yeah. Okay, so, oh, and there's a crown. Here's my priestess crown when we were doing Egyptian work. And that was also given to me by my high priest. It's really beautiful, it's really lovely. And one of my thamies, this is the one that I had when I got initiated, so it's got a lot of meaning for me. In fact, along there I've got scratched into it all the symbols from the Book of Shadows that you need, which is another thing I could do, you know, if you were interested. Now the rest of the stuff in here is basically Nothing much. Just candles and things. What's that? Oh yeah, there's my other knife, my working knife. And there's another knife which is a working knife. So I have a lot of these things. You just gain all this stuff over the years. And so I've got candles. I've got, oh yeah, that's that. Let's have a look. And of course, these are quite good, guys. If you want to enhance your power in a spell and you've got one of these, this is amethyst and it's beautiful, and you just put that on your altar at the time you're doing the spell work, and it just enhances the energy, which is lovely. And so here we go. I'm going to clean that up because it is pretty bad. I'm disgusted with myself, to be honest, guys, and I say this every year at this time. But yeah, I don't know how what yours is like. I don't know how you guys are getting on with yours, but I love this time of year. It's like a new broom sweeps clean, guys. I will say one thing, and that is, if your altar space is perfect, then you're not working as a witch. I'm going to say that right now, because you will have marks and things from what you've done over the years, and if it's perfect, it's not a working altar. But there is clean and there is clean, and this time of the year is definitely good to just give it a little top up. Anyway, let's get these things back. Now I want to come down to my books. This is my 2nd and 3rd degree. That's when I became a high priestess, and it's got all sorts of stuff in it, and lots of stuff, as you can see. And we have to handwrite that when you get initiated. You take the book, or you go to the coven and you spend an hour a week copying from the high priestess or the high priest's book of shadows, and it has to be copied exactly as they have written it. So if there's any mistakes, spelling mistakes, you have to carry that on. I know it sounds silly, but that was the rules. So as you can see, that's my 2nd and 3rd, but my 1st was this one. And this one I really did tart up a bit. I put pictures at the front, and then we've got all of that. What I like to do is mention people in my videos, and so I'm going to mention today a lovely channel, and she's a lovely lady, and that is Selena, Essence of the Moon. She has a beautiful channel and you'll love it, so go over and give her a view. I would like to give a mention to Beverly Butterfly. She's a disabled witch like myself, but she has a lovely channel and she puts stuff out twice a week, and she's lovely. Go over and give her a nod too. So I'll leave their links in the description as well, guys. I'll start with the newest ones, and I only just got this, and that is them, the runes. I've never had cards that were runes before because I'm a rune person now, but yeah, the cards that I do have that I'm able to get to, because I've got a load elsewhere. Where did I put them? Let's take that out. This is all the music we used to have in the coven. I used to play it. We used to have a player, and then when we were casting circles and doing our rituals, we would play them. And there's things on here like The Mists of Avalon. That's a brilliant film. So a lot of them were themes from films that we used to use as background music for our rituals. And I don't know, it just made it really cool. I used to love casting to music. Now you have to go with me. Some of them are wrapped up, some of them aren't. Now these, when I used to do readings for the spiritual shops, so that was one of the ones that I used to use a lot of, and that's the Goddess. The Goddess, these are oracle cards, but they've got every goddess you can think of, and they are beautiful. Let's show you one of them. This is Demeter. I mean, beautiful. But they don't really have much on the Nordic in here. This is when I was an Alexandrian, so I used to have these. So yeah, obviously I'm going to be keeping them, but you can see how old they are. They're well thumbed through. So that's that one. That's that one. And then in here I have these ones, which I love. I don't even know who made them. I haven't got the book or the box. They're so old, but look at them. Oh, I just love the artwork on these. They're so beautiful, and I can actually see them. That's the thing. I can read the writing and I can see them because they're bold. But yeah, some of the artwork on these cards is absolutely beautiful. And then obviously I got the smaller ones of the Rider Waite, because everyone's got Rider Waite, haven't they? And so yeah, I've got the box of these. These ones that to my mind remind me of a normal playing card, but they're not. Again, they are Rider Waites, and I use these a lot for people. They just like those. In fact, they're not Rider Waites, I don't think, but they have a lot of French words on. I really don't know where I got these ones. Here's another pack which I love. I used to use these a lot. You can see by the side how they've gone, but probably used these in about 2006. But some of the artwork on here is very nice as well, as you can see, dark with gold, which is easy for me to read. So yeah, when I'm doing readings I still go back to these, and I do readings sometimes, guys. Now these are, you've probably seen these are goddess cards, and as you can see, the Freya one has got candle wax all over it because of doing rituals with her. And yeah, I don't know why that's on there, but I really need to try and get that off. But look at this one, beautiful. And they have the gold. If you look, there's the gold down the side. Isn't that beautiful? Why it shines. Yeah, they are lovely. Cards are lovely. These are my angel cards, guys, and I used to use these a lot as well, and they date right back to 2006-ish, but they're really lovely as well, as you can see. Lovely pictures. And look at that one. Whoa. Beautiful. But there's this one, and I don't know, somebody bought these for me and I didn't really use them that much. So if anyone recognises that, could you let me know what they are? I think they were King Arthur ones. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, and that's the sort of illustrations. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep these ones because I picked these ones to save for some reason. So I will be putting them back in a minute. But I just wanted to talk to you now, really, about the things that I do at this time of the year to make me feel open for new energies and new ways of actually bringing in a difference to the year. We're obviously coming up to a time of births for animals and some people, and so it's a time of fertility, it's a time of newness, a time of pushing that energy through from the dark into the light. And we've just celebrated Beltane, and for a lot of people Beltane is quite a big thing because it is the merging of two energies together, and it's about love and newness and fertility and joy. And it is a lovely time of the year, and we've had fantastic weather as well, so we've been really blessed. And I'm blessed because my birthday is the 4th, which I always get a bank holiday in England for my birthday. But not only that, it sort of ties into Beltane, and I just love Beltane. Even though I'm Seidr, we still recognise, you know, springtime and everything. We don't necessarily use the term Beltane, but it is something that I've always loved, so I bring that into my practice. I don't do a ritual for it, but I do other things like this, spring cleaning and getting my energies correct. So What does it signify for me? Well, I think this time of year it's about, firstly, as I did in my last video, cleaning out. But it's also good to clean out the inner when you're cleaning out the outer. Good ways that I use is I like to go out into nature. Now, I can't walk very far because of my disabilities, but I can still go with my trolley across the road. I've got a park. So sometimes one of the rituals I do, I use this bag, it tucks away, and I open it up and I take a bit that I don't want anymore. You know, things like old acorns and things that, you know, are good for the nature, like a gift, really. I also put a piece of bread in and a little bottle of water, which I take. And so I go across to the park, and the tree, there's a brilliant tree over there, which I call Odin's tree. And it is huge, and it reminds me of Yggdrasil. It reminds me of our place of where we live in Midgard, and how we're protected, and you know, we're worth that much to the gods that they wanted us protected. And I just think that that's brilliant, that we're at the bottom of the roots, but not underworld, we're on the level. And so to my mind, it's good to give back. So I take these items and I sit under that tree and I meditate, and I give them the things that I would like for this year, the things that I would like to progress in. And then I give them my offerings from my little bag. And that is one way that I do it. Again, I always do my bed. I always do my bath. When I have my bath, I always put salt in it and bless it. This time of the year, you can put little petals or other substances in. And just when you're in that sort of a bath, you need to not meditate, but you need to think about things and mull over the things that's going on. What I like to do also is to put the bad things, the things that you don't want, those thoughts what I do is I hold my hands like that over the water before I get out, and I just visualize all the things that's been troubling me oozing out of my hands, because we have chakras in our hands. Let those energy points, drain those energies out into the water, and then when you get out and you pull the plug, it goes down the drain and negativity is flooded away, probably giving you the feeling of release. And it's another good thing that you can do. So if you're having any arguments with people, or is anything bad feeling between people, in families, any situation, just see it come out of your hands into the water and then pull the plug, let the water drain away. And so another thing which I like to do, and I've already gone through all my herbs and stuff, guys. I haven't got a lot, but the stuff I've got is up to date, and so I don't need to be checking that. And then I have my library, which I don't really read because I can't, but I do like to keep them there. It's a reminder of my past and the knowledge that I've got, and I just love it. But some of these things, you know, like getting up when the sun's rising and blessing, where we say the sun goddess, Soul or Suna, you know, seeking that blessing from Mother Soul into us and giving thanks to her. You know, putting things on the window ledge so that the sun can bless. And again, at night, Manny can bless things, so you put your crystals there and things like that. I have some crystals, guys, but I'm not a crystal person. But I do have my lapis lazuli. I do like that. And all big ones. I have big stones because of my eyesight. And I have a little wands, which I like. And of course, candles. I have a box full of candles and a box full of... Oh, and there's my volcanic sand. Yeah, and that is cool. And that came from another land. That came from... Where did that come from? Oh, Lanzarote. My daughter got that for me. I asked her for a little bit and she brought back all that. And she put it in all her clothes. I think it's so funny. She put it in her clothes so that customs couldn't catch her. And when she brought it back, she put all like that, dusted them down into a bag, and then I put them in a jar. Look how much she brought back. It just tickled me the way she did it. So yeah, I love that in my spells because that gives it oomph. It's volcanic and it's got oomph in it, but you also have to be careful about flames near it. So yeah, and I've got my earth from the grave for when I'm doing any rituals about death. And they're just things that I have gained, guys. Oh, here's my scroll pen. It's got a beautiful feather. I love this. That's great for spell work. And my statues that I've made, I've got a lot of them. I need for nothing. I am very lucky. There's my censer that I used to use in ritual, like when we used to do it in the Alexandrian. We used to use those. I used to swing them. The ones in the coven were big though. They were really big. So there's not a lot more that I can do today, but I just wanted to share this little bit with you as part of this. And some of the stuff that I do is like just cleaning out places that might be hiding dark energies. You know, even in the kitchen, you might, like your utensil drawer, give it a spring clean, because people are using those knives and forks. You are as well. And if you've had bad arguments and you've been doing the washing up and putting those back in the drawer, those energies stick. And I know it sounds ludicrous, but it's true. And so that bad feeling can fester. So in those corners is a good time so I clean it all, and then I use incense, and then I see white light going in, and then I put it all back, and then it's cleansed. And you know, just doing these sort of things can make your home feel a lot lighter. So I always go around every room at this time of the year, and I do the corners of the ceilings, the corners of the ground, and the doorways and the windows. Another good thing that I like to do is to go around and take the iron that I've put out, give them a clean and put them back, and give them that command what they're there for. Because I put nails at the doorways, the windows, and everything for protection. It stops anything negative getting in, and so, or coming towards you and attacking you. So that's cool. Not a lot more really, guys. It's just about what you feel you need to do. That's the main thing I'm getting across. Some people might not need to do that, but they might need to do something else. Everybody is different. So there you go, guys. I hope this was of interest to you. Go over and have a look at some of the other creators that have done, you know, stuff on this. It's a really nice one. And so I'm glad I took part in it. I hope it's been of interest. And I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I've got a lot of work to get on with to get all this up to scratch. So I'm going to leave it and hope everybody's fine. I want to thank any new subscribers. I want to thank all those that come regularly and support this channel and myself. I really do appreciate you all. If you're watching my content and haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It costs nothing and it helps the channel to get out there a bit more. And I'm going to leave it there. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Elaine.